We're here on the most special day of the year in the world, in the calendar. It is time to celebrate America.
Happy 4th of July. Happy America. Brent Hanks here. Brent, turn around, just show. He's behind the scenes usually in this show, but he's representing America. I did my best. Let's fucking go. America, fuck yeah. 4th of July. In celebration, we're trying to get a campaign to ban Euros more from the WSOP, but it's a great day. America, the inventor of sex, sushi, pizza, McDonald's.
Also sex and French fries.
Taco Bell, all types. We'll go throughout the show on this. 4th of July, also the day of the hot dog eating contest that may be in limbo. Obviously, we're going to talk about poker. The main event is going on. I played yesterday. There's day 1B going on today. You hear them starting Shuffle Up and Deal announcement right behind us. I guess they didn't have a special guest today. Yesterday, Jamie Gold did it. I'm just hyped the fuck up.
Great job of producer John bringing us in right as the Shuffle Up and Deal announcement was going on.
Producer John does a great job, but you need to get off everyone's dick. You're a cranky Mizreg. It's America's fucking birthday, bro. And
yeah, I know. I'm celebrating. Today. I'm celebrating by being on people's nerves. And we are here, and I just want to take a moment to...
Don't ask them to like. You can't do that yet. It's too bad for the algorithm. We haven't provided any content yet.
I just want to take a moment to talk about how 11 years ago on this exact day, I fought courageously to beat a 60-year-old Brazilian whale heads up for a bracelet. This very tournament series, World Series of Poker, and I want everybody out there today, I want all the Americans out there today, if you see a Euro, take them out.
Oh, God, no.
Take them out at the table, I mean. Bust them, and Depaulo, if you can provide proof, we'll give you $1,000. We're putting a bounty on all the Euros. Depaulo's going to pay $1,000 if you can prove that you busted a Euro from this main event for America on the 4th of July. And, yeah, I'm going to eat the rest of this donut now.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll talk. I guess I should start with it's the main event, day 1B, right? Main event, day 1A happened yesterday. I don't know if there was a Colossus winner was a guy, Moishi from Israel. Congratulations to him. But really, this is all about the main event now.
Yeah, we're not actually going to cover that because he's not from America, so we'll do that on another day.
Yeah, and yesterday got 1,080 entrants, of which 700 and something bagged. 75% of the players bagged. I played. You start with 60K in chips. The last level of the night is 600 big blind. You come up to back to 800 big blind. Anyway, I bagged 109,000, which is great. Almost double starting stack, more than average for
800 big blinds going into day 2.
Yeah, about 800 big blinds going into day 2. You can still register the main event in the first level of day 2, but now after playing day 1A, I don't play again until Friday. Some other big names in the field was Doug Polk, Brad Owen. I had dinner with them, actually. It was super cool, actually. I had a moment where I was like, oh, my God, these are YouTube poker, like, people I looked up to forever. Never thought I'd be able to play the main event. Now I'm just at dinner break with these guys on break of the main event. It's super sick.
Sick. So Depaulo, Doug Polk, and who was it?
Brad Owen, Rob Kuhn, Matt Davis.
And 25 other people had a nice dinner together.
6 of us.
25 other people at a nice dinner together. Binions. So you get any tips from the content creators that are like just so far above you that you'll probably never catch them?
Well, Rob Kuhn actually said at the end of dinner, he was like, guys, I think they nuked my channel. And Doug Polk literally elbows Brad Owen, and he goes like an old time, like, he thinks he nuked his channel. Like, it was really funny. And they were like, give me your analytics because you have YouTube Studio on your phone. But anyway, it was a good day. It's a battle, the main event. You have to be patient. My table was sick. It's a tournament where I'm only talking so much about my day because I think people are interested, and I just have a first-hand experience from yesterday. I'm not just trying to make this a fucking show about me. It's a show about the main event and honoring the great Americans in poker. But the main event, more than any other tournament, is really about your table draw. It's really the biggest flip, essentially, because you're very almost drawing dead to have a chance at your table breaking. So getting there on time, getting to know your table, and it's pure exploitative poker because people are way under bluffing. People are playing very tight. It's 2-hour levels. And so I sat down, and a guy I know, Nick from Maryland Live, he's like a Northeast reg, he was telling me, he goes, look, as soon as I sat down like 10 minutes after it started, he was like, I already checked. Everyone's American here. I was like, let's go. And then I started asking the people. I was like, yo, whose first main is this? 2 people raised their hand. Who's satellited in? and then just talking, and then people started limping. It was like easier than every 800 I've played this series, my table. No disrespect to my table yesterday, but you guys all are horrible at the game of poker. It was amazing. No, seriously, it was a very easy day one for me, a lot of small pots. And yeah, it's just all about table draw, which is why there's this big meta game, and it's going on even still today amongst all the pros and all the people who are lucky enough to play the main event. Which day one should you play? Should you play day 1E, B, C, or D, right? Everyone thinks, oh, the most recreationals will come into town for the last day 1D, but then also you got to play 10-handed. But also every other pro thinks that, right? Yesterday was the nuts because there was an online 5K bracelet event that like 300 of the top players played. If they had all been dispersed in the field of 1,000 yesterday, that would have added 3 per table. That would have been horrible, right? But
yeah, and I did want to stop you there because we've got Martin Cabril in the house.
Pretty sure you said don't talk about it. I think we got
No, we can talk about it. There's just something we can't mention, but we can talk about him and his table talk and his presence and his grow shirt and the fact that he is a European player. Playing here on the 4th.
So the reason we hate Europeans here at PokerGo is because they tank so long pre-flop for no reason. And a lot of them are studied, or even if they are understudied, they just emulate studied sizes. So it takes you a long time to figure out if they suck at the game, because they're just matching sizes that other good Euros use in their bets. And then they don't even speak English, so you can't even pick their brain.
Yeah, it takes you a long time. As soon as they open their mouth, you can basically know that they're a lot better than you and anyone else at your table. But speaking of Euros, let's cut to this interview, this magnificent piece of media that our own Jeff Platt and Depaulo gave us yesterday, almost as good as the Landon Tice interview.
All right, he is the host, or maybe co-host of High Noon. I don't know if you guys have talked about that before. Ryan Depaulo is here. I'm going to send you back to the table because they're about to deal a hand. But first, are you prioritizing the World Series of Poker main event over High Noon? Because I didn't see you on the show today.
For today, yeah, unfortunately, I don't. No comment. I plead the fifth.
Okay. Plead the fifth. Go play a hand, and we'll check in with you day 2 if you make it.
Shout out to my table. There's been no Euros all day, and a guy at my table when I sat down did reconnaissance. He was like, no Euros were good, and it's been sick. Everyone's like looking right before it's on them folding.
Okay. Just want to clarify that we have a lot of respect for our European players. Remco, back to you.
Yeah, so look, I don't hate Euros except at the poker table, right? If the poker table is the one place it's okay to be a little bit bigoted and nationalistic, because they really do tank. They take much longer to act and do every fucking thing for no reason. You see Martin Cabril. The dude takes an hour to do everything.
Speaking of Euros, we've got 2 Euros here. We've got Dietrich Fast and Max Steinberg. 2 Euros here at the main event, and an old man. These tables are incredibly fishy. Incredibly good-looking tables today. If you were questioning whether to play the main event today or another day, come in today. Thank me later. This is the worst table in the room because it has 2 Euros at it.
But yeah, no, pretty horrible. As bad as the table yesterday you guys saw, short-handed with David Peters. Landon Tice ended up at that table.
Yeah, this poor guy signs up for the main, good American soldier, signs up for the main, literally gets seated heads up with David Peters. At one point then, we had footage, Brian Altman was at like another table and was at the wrong table, and they moved Brian Altman.
Yeah.
So he got to play 3
5-handed literally with Brian Altman, Landon Tice, D. Peters, and then that kid actually won a big pot over Landon Tice. I don't want to spoil his interview that we have footage of. Landon had a rough day one, but yeah, that kid I played with later. Maybe we could show the interview of Landon about his day one.
Let's space these interviews out a little bit. Yours was hot enough. Let's go to the live. Let's show this live table. We've got...
this is called High Noon with Depaulo, not Dankness.
I don't know if you can read. It's Dankness. No one will ever else be on the name of the flame or whatever that thing is. We're out here in the field. I mean, look at these tables. I mean, what is going on here? This is actually not the main event. This is a mega satellite. This is a 530 mega satellite into a 1500 mega. No, this is actually the main event. It's just incredible out here.
So what do you think? There's 1,080 players yesterday, 700 already today. People are saying it's going to break records. The line, and we can go into these more later or now, but maybe good to make predictions, but there's a gambling line over under 9,000 entrants. Everyone's talking about how this year is going to break records. Jamie Gold is out here being like, I'm going to win the biggest main event twice. What do you think? You think it's going to be over, this pace?
I think this is going to be the biggest main event by far.
Even at this pace? Like, we're going to need a ton of players for day 1C and day 1D.
By far. This is going to be the biggest main event in history. I'm calling it right now. You want to bet against?
Are you being sarcastic?
No. Do you want to bet against?
Wait, let me crunch some numbers. So we only got 2K. That means we need like 4 and 4. Yeah, if we make the line, like, what's by far? Like 9,200, I'd take the under.
I'm just saying it's going to be the biggest main event.
Oh, that's a baby threshold. No, I said the line was 9,000. Would you take the over?
I'll take the over on 9.
Would you take the over under on 91?
I'll take the over on 9,000.
Whatever, fine. A gentleman's bet.
Okay, $1,000.
You know, if I were a gambling man, I'd say this.
$100. Come on, I got some.
I'll do 9,100
for 1,000.
No. Because I really think it may go over.
All
Anyway,
right, 9,100 for $100. I have the over. Just book it, Depaulo.
Fine. Fake booked for the show.
Fake booked. We are here live at high noon. I am your host, Will Jaffe.
Fine, yo, book. $100, 9,100 under. Shook here, you hear it here first.
Very sweaty hands from Depaulo.
Very nervous today.
Yeah,
it's 4th of July. We have so much going on.
It's a huge
America,
day.
Again, America, inventor of Nintendo, some of the greatest things we have. Cosplay, pornography, amazing things coming out of the United States.
We didn't invent Nintendo, though.
I have a funny story about the 4th of July, although we will keep talking about the main event. So the hot dog eating contest is in Coney Island, New York, famous Nathan's hot dog eating contest. I was there live in person as a kid, and there's like 15 people on stage, and somehow that year, the guy who won Kobayashi ate like 50. There was just a straight-up homeless man who somehow got in the contest. He eats 4 hot dogs at a leisurely pace and then just leaves.
How did he get in the contest?
I don't know. It was sick.
But let's show you guys. We got Jungle Man in the field today. Jungle Man taking advantage of this soft field. That is Daniel Cates out there. Seated next to legend, the gentleman with no hair. That is Rami Bukwai, mixed game specialist. Dare I say, legend of the game. I don't know what character Jungle Man is. Maybe Rocket Man? Maybe a little Elton Jungle?
Yeah, I think that behind the scenes, producers are starting to see my glory, and we have some updates coming on about the show structure. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, you could put it over him even if you want to just throw it over his face, whatever you want to do.
I'm getting confirmation from the chat we did not invent Nintendo here in America.
I'm pretty sure we did.
No, the chat says no.
Pretty sure we did. So you see Helmet Man there, ready to protect himself. My day one, though, was really, really easy. There you see the logo right there on your screen. High Noon with Ryan Depaulo. In real time, we've updated it. So I steer this. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Producer John, great work as always. He literally took more care and work to do that than any of the shows we've done recently. So
there's a lot of satellites for the main event. You can win all-in satellites on WSOP.com, where you have to have no skill. 1 out of 64 players. You just pay $160 and you have to win every flip. It's like 6 flips. I've regged many of those.
All right, let's get this straight. Nintendo is Japanese, for Christ's sake.
They don't care. It's
they do care.
Look, potato. This is not the point.
We have a diverse audience here, okay? We have a diverse audience, Depaulo.
Maybe I'm mixing it up with Sega.
Yeah, and maybe you are, which is also not American, I don't believe. But let's go out to the field. I think Mintzy went to register another mega, left us in the dust today.
Where are the field interviews, bro? We're just looking at Helmet Man. They're just wandering around. Look at him.
What is he doing? What is going on with Mintzy?
Mintzy's just wandering off.
No, Mintzy's going to register the main, I believe.
He is, actually. Yeah. Here's what happened.
Right,
he was going to play a day 1D, and then he sees this field today, and he goes, I'm going to have to play today. And I think he's just getting amped up to play the main, going to meditate. I think he's seeing he's running. He might see an empty. You cannot register in the men's bathroom.
I know this is what you guys came for. We're going to go live into the men's bathroom with Mintzy right now. Let's show you guys. I don't think you guys want to watch the main anymore. This is the real main event here. Is it going to be a number 1 or number 2?
And the pros at PokerGo learn what I learned in my vlog. It is illegal to film in the bathroom, so they stop right at the curtain. Maybe we can look at some of these prop bets for the main event for predictions. You want to look at some of these?
Well, first off, I want to say Lucid Zach in chat says Nintendo was founded in 1889 as Nintendo Karudo by craftsman Fusiyaro Yamaguchi in
They're American names.
Kyoto, Japan. who later moved to America. Brown Ball is in the bathroom with Mintzy, and I believe Airball is in there too.
Yes,
Giving-
to consult on the
yeah.
show. Of course, a reference to Nick Airball's match with Berkey. Nick Airball taking bathroom breaks and getting coaching in real time. Let's do some of these main event predictions. We got to start with main event coverage, then go into the fuck around.
Producer
Will.
John, please don't leave us on
This is
for
called High Noon
more
with
than 15
Depaulo.
seconds in a row, especially now that the show header has changed. Feel free to show the main event.
Here we go. Look at this, ref.
okay.
Wow. This could spell disaster for Matt Matros. In the big blind, raising a 3-bet in front of him. Matros starting this hand with 78 big blinds. That is still a ton to get into the middle, but facing a raise and a 3-bet in the big blind, Donnie, is 4-bet none. Oh, wow. He moves all in. Okay. For just shy of 80 big blinds. And Aziz Alves happy to make the call with aces. Matt Matros at risk here with queens versus aces. Wow. What an absolute clash of monster hands here at this feature table. Matros with a very exciting shove here, perhaps getting a bit out of line. Here comes the flop. King, 3, 5, 2 hearts. No hearts going for Matros at all. He needs to find a queen and a queen only to stay alive in this tournament. 7 of clubs on the turn. He's 1 card away from being eliminated. River card is the Jack of clubs.
Good luck,
Matt
guys.
Matros, the man with the second biggest resume at this feature table, sent to the rail.
Did you see the Mike Matisow tweet about that hand?
Yeah, what did he say for the people listening?
He said the day, like I'd rather be like buried in the desert than get it in with queens or something.
Yeah, he said
on
the
day
day
one
I
of the
put in
main.
80 big blinds all in pre-flop in the main event, shoot me and put me in the desert.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it was like a button versus small blind, like 3-bet from a super aggressive Brazilian.
Yeah, and then I think he's getting mad. Yeah, if I ever put 80 bigs in pre on day 1 of the main event, someone should shoot me and bury me in the desert.
Yeah. Meanwhile, last year in the main event, I don't know if you saw this, but Matisow had this completely suicidal river bluff.
Post, right? It's like you
was
won't
like
put in that you won't put them in pre, but you'll put
the
them
guy
in
raised
post.
on the river to like 200,000. And he shoved for like 280,000 total.
Yeah.
And the guy tanked for like 14 seconds and called. So don't shove queens against an aggressive Euro. Do it for America. We've got a lot of people in chat. We did confirm that Kyoto is an American city. So you were right, Depaulo. Nintendo was invented in America. Yeah, we're out here live at the main event. A lot of action. Incredibly juicy looking field out there.
So yeah, putting in queens. The reason Mike Matisow says that is because the main event is really different for people who are able to play. Like people, like I said, under bluff. It's a freeze out. It's the biggest event. Many people have satellited in, or they're like me and have a punter's pad competition going in. I know many of the field have their own punter's pad contests, but there's a lot of pressure or something. There's so much play. The 2-hour levels really do make it that you can pass on marginal spots, perhaps. I saw Jungle Man on his podcast with Vanessa Selbst getting in a debate where he was asking the hypothetical, like on day 1 of the main, should you get in queens versus ace king if you knew what they had? As we look at Jason Kuhn out there playing the main day 1B, should you get in queens against ace king knowing you have 54% on day 1 of the main? Will, what would your answer be?
No.
Well, the math says yes. Vanessa Selbst is like, no, fuck no. You can make the parameters any way that you want.
Yeah, there was a classic hand last night where you see how you want to Well, producer John, great work there. I don't know how long we guys were muted.
Oh God.
How long have we been muted
How long
for?
have we been muted so I
Let
can
us
repeat
know,
all
chat.
that shit?
Yeah, no, we
Otherwise,
don't
I'm
need
gonna
to.
repeat
Thankfully,
jokes.
actually, we repeated for some of that. We've got Jason Kuhn here.
We're looking at two-time father.
Producer John, great work setting up DePaulo's name and then muting us for 10 minutes while we had no footage going.
Wait, listen. So Jason Kuhn had his second kid. He was in day 2 of the 250K a couple weeks ago, and they let him on reg because he had more than starting stack. We're looking at Jason Kuhn next to the twink Chad Evelsage, Yevgeny Timoshenko. Probably.
I don't think that is actually Yevgeny Timoshenko.
It may be and it may not be. Will, when we were muted, didn't know if the word twink was a bad word, and I explained to him in the gay world there's bears and twinks. I don't know what camp you fall in.
Never used that word, but we've got some more coverage here. Brent Hanks, our producer, is alerting us to a big name player in the field. That is Paul Volpe. Playing this tournament. Paul G's, ladies and gentlemen.
What's her name?
Next to Gail Bauman, legend of the game, one of the last women standing, I believe, in multiple main events. And that is Paul Volpe next to her. A great player, Paul Volpe, mixed game player. Doesn't play as much poker anymore, but he's out there in the field.
Next to, is that the poker traveler, Cedric, I think, next to them? I can't tell.
Another tough table. Actually, maybe these tables are tougher than we thought, Ryan, at first glance. Gail's a very accomplished Winamax pro.
Yeah, and Winamax Pro is the nut low for the game of poker.
Yeah, clearly,
on the 4th of July.
clearly ACR Pros is really growing the game. Forget about Adrian Mateos. Forget about Joel Vieira. It's Rob Kuhn. It's John Party. It's Ryan DePaulo.
Oh, who on the left, John? No, I know which one's Volpe. That's Patrick Knight. Apparently, somewhere in frame is Patrick Knight, the customer service head of PokerGo. If you have any complaints, go to him. You know what I mean? Find him at his table. Interrupt him while he's in a 3-bet pot. Also, shout outs to PokerGo. I've heard, people got the call that they just got their main event seat for being subscribed, or to PokerGo something. Anyway, shout outs to PokerGo. The powers out there at PokerGo don't want to pay me yet, and maybe it's because something like Remco, who's a Euro, was offended at my comment yesterday. But today's about America, so if he wants to be offended at me saying my table was great because there were no Euros, they can be dumb. John Party did not bust yesterday, and all the updates he was listed as busting. I see someone in the chat asking. He registered and then unregistered before the event because he wasn't feeling well. So it said that he busted in all the lists.
We've got another legend of the game. This is the one and only Everett Carlton. Wow, God, that table looks good. Oh, is this the main event table, or is this like a super quadruple seniors?
I don't know. It turns out no sound plummets viewers a little bit.
No sound actually somehow increased our viewers.
Yeah, this is not the seniors event. This is not the 250.
Producer John with the Galaxy Brain play somehow boosts our viewer count by turning off our sound. Let us know if you guys want him to do that periodically throughout the show when Depaulo's talking. But here, look at this table. I mean, guys, take a look at this field today. It is amazing. These people don't want to see us, Producer John, believe it or not. We've got Brent Hanks repping America, repping the US of A. Beautiful day, guys. Eat hot dogs, drink beer. Sushi and Nintendo both confirmed American inventions, and that is none other than legend of the game, Greg FTB Mueller.
How the fuck do you know everyone? Oh, I've heard of him. I thought he died.
No, he's still alive and well.
Oh, God. Canadian. Why are we shining?
No. Canadians are American also. By the way, Depaulo is half Canadian, so Canadians count as Americans. The only ones who don't count as Americans are Euros right now.
Okay, I'm with these rules. I mean, shout-outs to John Party. Shout-outs to that guy just not paying attention, level 1, hour 1, of the main event, just being like, I could be on my phone. There was a savage at my table yesterday, literally on the entire time, just live sports betting in the middle of hands, just sitting there, just scrolling through the things, limping every pot. A savage.
Sick. An absolute
he
savage.
Probably was gone from
Speaking
the table.
of savages, is this guy? Did he re-enter today?
Yeah, no, maybe. I know. He probably was up from the table for at least an hour and a half. We actually had a prop bet going, like 180 to 1, that he just never returns because it was like an hour after a break and he had just never come back.
Shout out to the guy in chat who asked how many entryways in the main event. I'm not sure how many entryways we have so far. I think hundreds of entryways.
In what?
In the main event.
How many entrants?
How many entryways, he said.
What do you mean entryways? You
Hey,
pay
no, he said in the
$10,000.
chat. If the guy could clarify in chat what entryways mean.
Why are you trying to address a question without clarifying? You're just throwing it to me?
No. Let's go and see how Landon Tice got showered from the main event yesterday. I know you guys want to see this footage.
All right, Landon Tice, day 1A of the main event, and you are still in.
I'm still
which
in.
is saying a lot. Dive into this crazy hand for us that you played just a while ago.
Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with your one and only Buffalo Hanks about those mallards. I lost my voice. I folded it on the river, too. So, action gambler on the button limps. Small blind makes it 5x. We're like 150 big blinds deep. I'm in the big blind type position. I have mallards.
Ducks on the pond, Brett.
Ducks on the pond. You got to see if you can find the third duck. I call, other guy calls. So we're 3 ways. 10, 10, 8, rainbow with a club.
Okay.
Check, check, check.
Okay.
Turn, duckling of clubs. The club duck.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah, that's right. He actually goes for overbets. He goes 5.1K into about 4.5. And I'm a little bit concerned. I call. You can't let the ducks go away. You might find the fourth one.
Right.
I call, button folds. River is the 3 of clubs. So backdoor flush comes in.
So it's 10, 10, 8, deuce, 3.
That's right.
Backdoor flush did come in. Okay.
He bets 11K into 16. And I'm like, man, I'm just going to leave a little bit behind if he jams. I feel like it's probably going to be 8s based off of the turn overbet if he jams on me. Because he can still have like ace 10, king 10 when he overbets. But then is he going to jam for the last of it if he doesn't have the boat? I don't know. I got yelled at maybe for finding a fold. I was like, sometimes you feel it. So I go all in. He snap jams on me. I'm like, oh, there's no way, right? There's no way, right? There's a way. And I folded. He flipped over pocket 8s. And I was like, this could have been much worse. And here we are.
So you left 5K behind.
I left 5K behind a big blind 300.
Okay. And how much do you have now?
I have 17K.
Doesn't that speak to stack preservation and the importance of it, especially in a tournament like this?
I'm just trying to follow my goat, Phil Hellmuth, man. I'm just trying to follow my goat. My goat won with 1 big blind.
Hellmuth would have just called river.
Dude, I kind of wanted to, but I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, at some point, you got to take a stand, so I went with the hedge. But yeah, here we are now. Can't really complain. Still a lot of fun,
A lot of value with that tournament life, and Landon Tice is still in the World Series of Poker main event. Hopefully we catch up with you on day 2, okay?
For now. Okay, sounds great.
Kinda.
How far should I stand to make you seem pretty tall?
Okay, that's unnecessary. I hope the mic wasn't on.
Landon Tice, the only person to ever lose a prop bet to Bill Perkins. But unlike the other winners of prop bets versus Bill Perkins, Landon actually had to play poker against him. So in his defense, it was a fair loss. Horrific river shove by Landon there. Just got a call with the ducks. I wonder what Mattisau would think about that.
No. Well, he misspoke. I hope they can hear us. I'm not sure, but they didn't shove.
Yeah. So our producer Brent Hanks has decided to give you guys live footage of the buy-in to the mega satellite.
Wait, hold on. I got a couple points to make. All right, Will.
Well, hey, this is your show, buddy. I think.
Landon didn't shove. He left 5K behind, which sort of goes to our point that got cut off earlier with Pocket Queens and Mattisau saying, take him to the desert and shoot him if he ever puts in 80 bigs pre-flop all in day 1 of the main. That Landon left 5K behind, just being like, this is only Pocket 8s. I just can't win. And then he spun it up. He later busted, yes. But I think that it's a different beast day 1 of the main, and that's what Mike Mattisau is talking about. Although I highly recommend nobody take poker advice from Mattisau. And I do want to shout out Rob Kuhn, $20. If you donate at least 20, we'll read your fucking super chat. My daily contributions to the GOAT show. Also shout out to Joey Chestnut for saving 4th of July. Shout out to Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut is going to eat 60 hot dogs tonight. How many hot dogs can you eat in a sitting, Depaulo?
Maybe 3.
I think I could eat like 10.
It's 4th of July, America's birthday. If you're just joining us, the main story is that I bagged chips in the main event. I played yesterday, day 1A, and
that is the story of the day so far.
Biggest story. Bagged 110K off of 60K starting stack. And what I don't know, is this aligned to... Oh, sorry, we have an interview lined up.
Yeah, Mintzy actually apparently is working today, I believe. I don't know.
Hogs, it's fun, and I'm looking forward to football. It's gonna be really fun. But just how summer is in South Louisiana. All right, we're out here in the wild. We're at the mega line. I don't know what line we're in. We're in a hell of a line. Just like yesterday, that short mega line I was in that caused me to miss the show. But so I'm looking around. I'm walking around, and I see a man with a purple and gold shirt. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I used to live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and work for ESPN Baton Rouge, so we're going to say hello to him. What's your name, sir?
Terry, bro.
Terry Bro. Nice. Got the good Cajun last name. So, Terry, I see you're in a big line. You're out here for the World Series of Poker. You know, the main event started today. We got the 250 deep stack. We got the 1100 mega. What are you waiting on?
I'm not sure, but I'm either going to play the 250 at 1100 mega.
Okay.
So
I would say I played the 1100 mega yesterday, like 1,000 people, 100 seats. Awesome value. I mean, I would recommend it. But the 250 is good, too, so you really can't go wrong.
well, I'm due to catch a few cards because I've played in this time.
All right. Are you still coming off the high from the LSU College World Series National Championship? I feel like you got to be proud wearing the purple and gold right now.
Oh, what a great venue, and the session that LSU came back and got beat
24-4.
24-4 and come back and win it 18-4. That's baseball, man. I played in college back in the day, and that having been said, is baseball. The next day is the next day. Next pitch after that.
Well, sure. I guess it's the summer of the World Series, the College World Series, the World Series of Poker. Terry and the LSU fans doing it all. Good luck to you, whatever you play today, and I hope to see you in the main event.
Thank you, man.
All right. Back to Will Ron. Thank you. Great to meet you. I'm Ben.
Baseball was not invented in America. It was actually invented by the Japanese. It's a common misconception. Absolutely horrific sport. But yeah, we're live here at the Horseshoe, main event day 1B. Getting started. It's getting popping. The cameras are out in the field. We're gonna let us know in chat who you want to see. Maybe Mintzy can grab someone.
Yeah, so it's 4th of July, where we keep looping back to the great inventions of America. Obviously, the guillotine, rats, the chainsaw. Alan Kessler, unfortunately, have invented.
No, also, by the way, guys, Alan Kessler is not actually American. People don't know this. He's not an American.
Is he?
No. Yeah, he's actually a German. You know Kessler?
But, yeah, here you're looking at... Oh, there he is. Oh, my God, dude. I didn't see him on screen. Is that why you said chainsaw?
With the freshly shaved, got a fresh haircut. Usually it's a little bit...
Freshly shaved middle of his head.
Yeah, freshly... Alan freshly shaves that for the main event.
Are you going bald at all?
No.
You don't look like you are.
God,
I was just
no.
curious. You think you will?
I got hair out the ass. Let's see if Mintzy can grab him.
Literally.
Is that the main event or a super satellite?
I don't know, but unfortunately, we're going to have to hear an interview with Alan Kessler. Oh, he's putting on the jacket. We see him getting ready.
Uh-oh, guys. Get ready.
Get ready for some sick. We're ready when they are.
Yeah.
All right, we're out in the wild here. Day 1B of the World Series main event. It's the 4th of July. People are out celebrating American freedom. There's one notable in the field we could not ignore. Chainsaw Alan Kessler playing on the 4th of July. The man takes no days off. How are we doing so far?
About starting stack. I was going to play yesterday, but I made day 2 of a 10K mix, so I played that. And the other 2 days, I'm going to be at Aria for their horse championship.
I'll let you get to your hand first before we get back to Alan. But I want to ask him about the strategy because it's a very interesting debate going on right now playing the 4th of July because, I feel like looking around, I don't necessarily see the most people I know in this field today.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, if you're a local grinder type person or like a local high roller, whatever, you're going to have some type of party today, like the Big Hoonie party. So all those people are not going to be here today.
Yeah, I kind of thought it would be like a very Euro-heavy field, but I don't even see a ton of Euros in it.
Euro, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see I feel like there's a lot of mega satellite winners in here.
Yeah, I don't know. But I convinced Paul at the Aria to change the dates of the horse because it originally, if you played the horse and made day 2, it overlapped both things. So he scheduled it exactly perfect where you can play day 1A and B tomorrow and the next day, and then even if I make day 2 of this, I'm good. So that's why I'm playing today.
Shout out to Paul at the Aria for listening to Chainsaw, man of the people.
He actually changed it based on my suggestion. So because he did that, I have to support it. So.
See, Chainsaw, a man of principle and character. Good luck in the main event today. I'm actually going to hop in this field here soon and join you. All right, back to it.
I'm actually going to hop in this field here soon and join you.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
No comment.
I hope you guys enjoyed Mintzy because he's done for the day. But speaking of Euros, the wonderkind Adrian Mateos, only 18 years old, has over 40 million in winnings and multiple bracelets. Legend of the game, Winamax Pro. Obviously not growing the game as much as Rob Kuhn, though.
No, Winamax Pros are the nut low. Shout outs to John Kuhn. Shout outs to John Kuhn. Shout outs
Who is
to
John Kuhn?
Rob Kuhn and John Party. They told me to mention they're both watching back at the punter's pad. My wife Katie, shout outs to all
Wow,
of them.
that is
That's
a
what
tough
we watch
table.
for.
That table has all the Euros in it.
Yeah.
Adrian looks a little bit unhappy with our camera crew.
I
Look at
played
that.
with him
Wow,
day-
he's staring into our souls
Oh,
right now.
God. Oh, we got a little
Oh,
nod.
yeah, a little
Hey,
smile.
we
Wow.
see you too.
A
Maybe
little
he's
angry,
listening.
A little angry. Get the hell out of here. Smile. Wow. Look at this field, guys. Look at this juice fest.
I played with him day 3 of the main last year. Actually, the first time I was at risk last year in the main was against him. I 3-bet jammed my ace-5 suited, and he had jacks, and I got an ace. Cheered, was very excited, but then went on to bubble. But yeah, no, my day one, just because people were asking in the chat, there were really no major hands. It was a dream day one. My table, people were limping. Multi-way, we were all having fun. No one was tanking. No one was a Euro, as I said. We were all American or Canadian, whatever, and just chilling.
Yeah, because Americans and Canadians never tank.
Fast
ever.
play. No, but everyone was
play.
looking on it before them, and then it became like a peer pressure situation where a new reggae guy sat down, and I was like, just so you know, don't fuck up what we have going on here. We've all been, playing, fast pre-flop, and we have auto folds as we look at my mentor, Ike Haxton, with the mask. He always looked kind of confused. His eyebrows always look like they're raised.
Yeah, it's
at
all an
times.
act. He's never confused. Look
He
at
almost
that.
looks like a cartoon character with the eyebrows way above their head.
Yeah, like
doesn't
a
he look
New
kinda
Yorker. He
lost?
looks like a New Yorker cartoon. But he is at another, just incredibly juicy table.
he looks-
Look at that. Look at that. Just complete, not pro on his right. Look at direct position on a non-pro.
This is the main event. This is the main event. This is what
incredible.
you get. He looks like somebody on the subway in Manhattan, and then there's a Showtime show going on around them, and then these young kids are just doing backflips, and he's like, "Yo, I'm just trying to go to this." Oh, there's a Euro with headphones.
Wow,
though.
we found the new toughest table. There is a Euro with headphones there.
Another one with his hair done.
Yeah, another Euro. Tough table there, but there is a non-pro in the mix, luckily, and 2 Euros. Wow.
You're assuming they could be doing the Francis Anderson move of wearing the Monster Stack T-shirt and the cowboy hat. That guy looks Euro. That lady looks Euro. If you're wondering how many entrants, I already said this earlier, but I'll repeat it since this is a live show and people only join for 15-minute increments. I know from my years in radio. Day 1A got 1,080 entrants. About 75% of the field survives the day ones. Today has 700 so far, but it's early, and you can register as late as day 2. But this means if everyone's predictions are to be correct, say today gets 2K, that's high. It'd probably get 1,500 maybe. If there's 700 now, what do you think?
I don't really know what you're saying, but here we have Robbie Jade Lou.
Trying to talk about the fucking main event that people care
famous
about.
for the Jack 4 hand.
Jesus Christ.
And the reason I have a job, honestly, Robbie Jade Lou, people don't know this, but she's the person that reached out to me to first do commentary, which led to all these gigs. Oh, and there is a Euro next to her. This guy was tanking like crazy in the satellite I played yesterday. And that is legend of the game, Mio Aoki, a former ladies event champion. Another tough table here in the main event. We are peaking viewership, guys, so I'm going to do what you guys love so much about this show, and I'm going to ask you so kindly and gently on this beautiful day, don't do it for me. Definitely don't do it for Depaulo. Do it for John Party. Do it for America, even though he's Canadian, and hit the like button, subscribe, share, ring the bell. Let's show you guys a beautiful speech from the son of the late Doyle Brunson, Todd Brunson, the other night. Just incredible speech here, Producer John.
So the first thing I thought is I would thank all of you, so thank you all. And then I thought I would say something nice about all the speakers who spoke. But then I started thinking about Daniel busted me the last 2 tournaments that I played in. Literally. Do you know what just happened? And you just no compassion. That's okay, Kid Poker. I don't know why you still call yourself that. You're like almost as old as my dad was. And Phil Hellmuth, he just couldn't stand that my dad was going to have this big event just for him. I'm not going to say he's an egomaniac, but he had to go win a bracelet 3 hours before the event.
Oh,
That was Todd Brunson, amazing speech, and I do want you guys to know Depaulo is half Canadian, and we're joking about the Euros. We love everybody here in America. This is the land of the free, the land of the brave. Come to America, play the World Series, take advantage of moments like this. And speaking of moments like this, producer John, I mean, if you don't know how to cut to this, then you really should not have a job.
well, we were talking about Doyle for a second. I thought, if you don't know when there's a serious moment and when there's cuz, I think you need
Cuz
to.
is a very serious moment. If we don't have Cuz footage, I mean, what are we doing here? The man himself. Let's see if we can grab a quick word with him with Mintzy out there.
So we're out in the wild.
At least we got to give him
So the
something.
first thing I thought is I
That's
would
Todd.
thank all
Let's
of
do
you.
the
so
Todd
thank
Brunson
you
speech
all.
again.
All right, so Doyle Brunson, they had the thing for him. They gave out these packs that are pretty cool. It's all tens and deuces in this deck with quotes from Doyle on the back. When you tell the truth, you don't have to wonder what you said. Everyone has a gift. Let it take it as far as you can. These are just nice things. But anyway, shout out to Doyle. The rest in peace Doyle meme has been going on forever. I think we got fixed mic with Cuz again. Let's try this again.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we're back out live. This time the mic's working. It's day 1B of the World Series main event. It's the 4th of July, but you know what? There's nothing more American than Cuz and his cigar at the table. How are we doing today?
I feel wonderful, guys. I'm just happy to be here. 4th of July is a great day, Independence Day, and I play 1B all the time, so it happens to fall on the 4th, and I'm ready to go.
I'm just curious, why do you play 1B all the time? What's your logic?
There's no logic. I just, 2007, 18, I was living on a blow-up mattress with my mom. May she rest in peace. And I won a satellite. I was at Caesars. I was playing a 50-cent slot machine. I told the dude next to me if I hit the $1,000 major, that I'm going to go play a satellite. He looked at me like I had 4 heads. He didn't know what it meant. On the second spin, I hit the 1,000. I had 1,284. I went to the cage. I came back 5 minutes later, gave him the 100. The guy looked at me like I told you I was going to give you the 100. I had $1,184 to my name. I put 84 in my pocket. I played the satellite. It was 1,338 players. I won my seat, and then I played 1B, and I cashed, and I decided to play after that 1B all the time.
So you turned 50 cents into you cash for like 15,000. Basically, the long and short.
I passed for more than that. Long and short of it, I cashed for 18,000. It changed my life. I was broke again. I went broke in 17, and I went back to school, and here we are. I bought a condo, and it changed my whole life.
I mean, the American dream on the 4th of July, Cuz 50 cents into 18K. Now he's got a condo. He's a homeowner. 5 years ago, the man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. It's his mom.
True story.
I don't know how you can top that. I'm going to have to hop in this field with you. Good luck.
Top it off. You ready?
Damn right.
$3,300 to my name after my mother died. And then I went on a complete tear and won $1.2 million.
That did top it.
Life's great.
Ain't life grand. Back to Will and Ron.
More and more, the legend that is Cuz.
A true product of the American dream, Depaulo.
But I still don't understand how that story equals the answer to why are you playing day 1B? He didn't
Because
bring home
he's
the lesson.
superstitious. He's superstitious. He had a good day 1B his first time out, and he's never going to stop.
Cuz, bro, I mean, look, at least he's in his 20s, so it's okay to go broke and be sleeping on a air mat. No, whatever. Shout out to Cuz.
Another legend of the game here. Depaulo obviously doesn't know who this is.
That's scary. No, that's Matt Glantz.
Matt Glantz. Okay, so Depaulo does know who that is.
I know some legends, but the ones who pulled a $1 million mystery bounty last year, I know who
if
they
you
are.
pull a $1 million mystery bounty, Depaulo will know who you are. Matt Glantz, extremely lucky gentleman here out in the field. Day 1B of the main event.
All right, Mintzy blew out the mics. Oh, God. All right. Maybe you want to go to these odds now?
Yeah, I guess we'll go to the there's some WSOP odds that Depaulo wants to get to.
Yeah, I think they're interesting to talk to. You can say Ryan wants to get to it because I do. You know what I mean?
Sorry, we'll try again. We're
All
having.
right.
We looks like we fixed our technical difficulties here.
It's Mike. It's not my fault. It's Mike's.
Died again.
I've died many times.
No, we don't have it. We don't have it. Just say the mic's dying.
Do what?
Tell them what's going on with the mic.
I don't know what's going on.
You're
with the
live
mic.
right now.
I mean, I'm just holding the freaking mic.
You can head over to Matt Clash now.
Y'all just give me a damn mic that works. I don't know. I'm a man. I'm the talent. I'm not the production.
He's in the hand. He's in the hand.
It's all right. I don't get easily distracted. No.
John, you gave me. I think you gave me a dead battery on the receiver. Well, it's dying. Keep dying.
Okay. There you hear it first. Mintzy, top-notch stuff. I think he's ready again. He's waiting for Matt to be between hands. Go. Go back, John. He's talking. Go back. He's talking. This is fun.
Wait, Mintzy, what are you?
We're live now. Why did I play today versus under? Well, yesterday I was in the day 2 of the 10K study skill leader better, so I couldn't make it, but I busted that last night. And the rest of the week we have big cash games going. Today was kind of like the slowest day because people are going to like live parties and stuff. So I want to get my work in while I'm here for the week. You know, we've got another week and a half left in this World Series, and then I'll be back home, back to Florida.
So you plan to balance tournaments and cash. What do you focus more on out here? Do you enjoy playing cash more? We don't have a choice.
Because the receiver I enjoy cash more. I mean, I'm playing like 85% cash and 15% foreign. I've played in really like 210 events. Just because the cash games are good, but when the cash games are not good, some summers I'll play a lot of them.
Where
All right, we sorry, breaking interview there that we obviously cut for. Look, we're gonna go over some more predictions for the main event. I found some odds. I saw somebody had stupidly bet on me at like 3,000 to 1 to win the main, or 2,000 to 1, which is like that's fucked up. That's like would be me selling at the Johnny Vibes markup of like 1.8, where you're just using your name to get people to predict on you. Say there's 9,000 people in the field, I'd be 8,500 to 1 or some shit. No, not that much. I don't know how to do percentages. I have some ROI, but look, there are prop bets available, and I don't know. We have the age. What is this one? Oh, the main event winning hand. We'll start with this silly little guy. So the WSOP main event winning hand you can bet on. Here are the odds, Will, for you to take a look closer. Do you like any of these? What do you think? I'm really thinking of going all in on the Royal at plus 75,000.
I like 2 pair to win the main event at plus 200.
Yeah? Well, I like that 2 pairs. I guess because they are expecting 2 pair over pair. I feel like high card with an ace could be very likely too if they get short enough and then they're just all in pre that just like ace, king, or some shit holds. That's at plus 400. Betting is never really positive EV, but some of these surely are likely to come out. But a more interesting one is the age, I think, we have of the WSOP main event winner as our production looks for elements. Obviously, which age group. It's just decades. Which age group is favored, right?
Yeah, decades.
No, come on. It's like people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Oh, people in their 30s.
And did you look at these already?
What are the odds?
What do you think the line would be?
Plus 160.
You're your dick. Yeah, it's plus 160 because he pulled it up on screen. I don't know if you guys are seeing us right now or not, but 30s plus 160, 20s plus 175, 40s plus 350, and 50 plus. If an old man wins, you get 6 to 1. Seems like an absolute torch of money.
Yeah, it needs to be way higher for 50s plus.
But I think the best bet would be 30s. I would think it'd be plus 110 because all the best players are in their 30s right now. Like I would really pound the 30. I don't know. Let us know in the chat what you're about. You could just flash it ratchet like that, John. Is worth it because then we're gonna move on after this. So you might as well show it now.
Yeah, we're gonna move to the next segment. This is the age thing that Depaulo was talking about.
No, but there's a sick other one now. Is which state will the WSOP main event winner be from? Which it's okay if you don't have it, John. Don't even bother. But what do you think? Which state is favorite? They only list like 10 states. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think in the Will's brain? Which state will be favored?
I would say New York.
Yeah, New York. No, Texas and California actually are both plus 500 of the ones listed. New York is next at plus 600 with Florida. Born outside the U.S., what do you think those odds are?
I don't know, but we got a legend in the field. Let's go out and show you some shots here.
Oh,
this
Brent?
is what you guys are here for. No interviews. No more interviews, guys. Those aren't really working today, but we do want to show you guys what's going on in the main event. That is Humberto Brenes, the Shark. John, full screen that, please.
You torched the segment.
The segment is done. The segment is now about Humberto Brenes, the one and only Shark, Humberto.
Yeah, New Jersey would be good to be listed for that. I think New Jersey, foreigner plus 300, though, it doesn't seem worth it. That covers a lot. But I would take other of the states if they would do other states.
Wait, foreigner is plus 300?
Born outside the U.S., plus 300.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's an easy favorite there. So any Euros are in that, right? Any Euros, any...
Yeah, the last 4 main event winners in a row, all born outside the U.S.
Yeah, why is that plus 300? It should be a favorite.
And everyone's in their 30s except Hossein Insan, right? But for recent, I mean, obviously years ago with Kata and Eastgate and shit, it was all winners in their 20s. But that whole generation of players who played online before Black Friday, like you and I or whatever, are now in our 30s. 30s at plus 160, I really think that line should be like even money. Like I would take 30 versus the field. And a player who wins the main event being in their 30s or the field should be a flip, I think, like all other ages. Let's do that bet.
No, I don't. I like your side there.
All right, so let's change the odds.
What do you want? What odds do you want for 30s?
I want maybe, damn, I feel like an idiot going this far off what the book has, though. Minus 120.
Minus 120. Yeah, we've got Lexi Gavin out there in a hand.
What do you think of minus 120?
I'll take no 30s for... I have plus 120?
Maybe. We're still debating. They're making fun of me. This is a riveting topic. All right, it's the main event, guys. You don't want to hear this. I thought it would work. I thought it would play. What do you want me to do? We're trying different things here at High Noon. I took over a little too much today. I'll give the wheel back to Will a little bit more tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yes. You'll give the wheel back tomorrow, guys.
Jamie Gold, you saw earlier, was at that table in that hand we have. We do have more hands from the main event, Day 1A highlights that we could show you, but Jamie Gold was at the table for a bit. Let's just go to this next hand and bail me out of my kind of rambling, failed, unprepared bits that I have whenever you're ready.
Dunst is coming along from the button. Pocket fours. Maloney in the big blind. Makes the call as well. He's got 9-6 off. 3 ways here. Going to a flop. 3,800 in the middle. Check dark from Maloney as Tony Dunst flops a full house, and Keating flopping trip 10s.
Wow.
Here we go.
Absolute monster clash brewing here. Keating, of course, not drawing dead with trips here, but in a lot of trouble versus Tony Dunst.
And after Maloney checked dark, Keating also checked here. Playing a little bit coy with these 3 10s. Dunst betting his full house in position. Those look like raisin chips, Remco.
Raise.
That is indeed a raise.
4,700.
Donnie, if you're Tony Dunst here, your hand is so incredibly strong. How do you proceed?
I think the best option is to just call. That is what we see Tony do. Tony, very studied. You know, of course, he is a poker commentator, but also plays a ton online. Studies a lot. Also, if you're Keating, I mean, you're probably feeling pretty good overall about your hand too, you know. Check raise on the flop, gets called. We'll see if he wants to continue barreling here.
Theranos is 5,500.
Keating bets less than half the pot, Donnie. Is that an invitation to Tony Dunst?
I mean, we know Tony's not going anywhere. I mean,
But is it an invitation to race, perhaps?
I mean, it could be. You could take one off here and entice your opponent to put more money in the pots.
River card is the 5 of hearts. Tony Dunst, full house, ends up being the best hand. Keating had some outs going to the river card, but they don't come in.
18,000. Player says 18,000.
18,000 is the bet. Is the hand that Keating has exactly what Dunst expects him to have at this point in the hand? A 10 combo?
I mean, it's in the range for sure.
This is the longest tank we've
All
seen
in?
so far. Wow, Tony Dunst moves all in on the river here. I was just going to say, Keating thinking for over a minute before betting and letting go right away when Tony Dunst moves all in.
Incredible snap fold on the river.
I
from
think
Keating.
it is clearly a snap fold. I don't
Yeah.
think it's honestly, it's not an impressive fold. It's kind of like a stand. I know it seems crazy, but in day one of a freeze out main with 2-hour levels, it's like not a snap. You're still frustrated, but it's a clear fold that a good tournament player like himself would make.
And look at this, Greg Raymer, main event champion, another incredible table draw. I mean, I think this is actually the.
This is the ladies event. No, he's wearing a shirt that some sentimental value. You know, we all try our different trick. What is it? His daughter passed away and left him this shirt. Are you serious? Oh God! I actually felt horrible. The producer goes, his daughter passed away on Father's Day, and I was like, oh God, I take my joke back. So Greg Raymer killed his father, took his shirt, and now is raising his father's daughter, his sister, as his own. And he gives you a real life fossil, a mosquito in egg embryo for Jurassic Park when he showers you, and a finger bone from his daughter. Yo, we're crazy here. But you know, you try all these different things. You try whatever luck you can do. I have a lucky hat, but it doesn't work. And seriously, I don't know if you have any lucky clothes, Will. I have this hat. Every big win I've had, every tournament I've won, my first place 40K in Florida, my first place at Philly Live, my Colossus final table, and my parking lot bracelet win, all 4 I've worn the same hat. And it doesn't work every time I wear it, but every time I've won, I've worn the same hat.
Sick.
But I can't. It doesn't work if I'm aware of it. Like I have to be naturally just wearing it because I
Yeah, you didn't
like
pick it out in the mornings that you won.
It's so fucked up, the powers of this hat. You don't have any lucky clothing?
No, I
Do
don't.
you have any superstitions when you're playing poker?
No.
Do you believe in the poker gods?
Yes, of course.
And what do you think their will is? How do we get closer to it?
You have to follow the basic rules. You cannot celebrate too early, like that guy in The Millionaire Maker who screwed himself.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much about it.
You don't have to pay tribute to them, honor them in your vlogs, none of this?
I mean, you could do whatever you want, but I just think you don't want to celebrate early.
And do you think the god's leader is Stu Unger like I do?
Yes, Stu Unger, I do believe, is watching over. And speaking of which, it's time for High Noon Trivia, guys.
Oh, shit. According to... I thought the asshole was going to do it. I was watching the chat cancel me. According to legend, who is credited with making the first American flag? Oh, my God. I was there. I was literally there.
Go ahead. Guess first.
Oh, God. I need a second.
You were there when they made the first American flag?
I was literally there. Oh, yeah. We should write it down.
No.
Yeah.
Just guess it. Guess it out loud. We don't need to do it on a Sharpie.
Oh, my God. I was there. I was at her house, and now you know it's a woman. This is so fucked up that Will gets to just leech him for... He's so bad at trivia. Oh, I forget her name, so I'll just say... All right. Oh, God, I was just there in Philly. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Who do you got?
Tiffany Michelle.
I said Greta Thunberg. I was at Betsy Ross's house, bro.
Should have known.
It's America's birthday, for those of you who don't know. Any Euros in the chat? All right. How many original British colonies existed in America? I don't know.
38.
12? 13. All right, let's go. And I was closer on the first one, too. All right, that's 2 for me. As we all know, Greta Thunberg much closer. What was the date of the Boston Tea Party? What was the date of the Boston Tea Party? Okay.
1869.
Are you retarded? 1771 or something. 1869? The British didn't tax us in the 1800s, you fucking idiot. You know nothing about America? What year did we declare independence?
No, that's the end of trivia. Let's get
What
back
year
to
did we
poker
declare
before we lose
independence?
all our followers,
God,
John.
this is what happens
Get back
if
to the field, please,
That's
for Christ's
the
sake.
worst answer.
For the sake of America,
1879.
get back to the field.
Oh my God.
That is.
What year were we independent?
We got. We became independent in 1787, and that is Martin Cabral doing a little advertising.
Jesus.
I think he's handing out shirts to everyone at the table, trying to grow the great game of poker.
Oh God, growing it by making everyone at his table miserable.
Let's know, what do you guys think in the chat? Let us know what you think about Martin. Are you fans of Martin? Press 1. Are you not fans of Martin?
38
Press
colonies
2.
on 4th of July. 38.
What is a fucking colony, dude?
It's like the original states or whatever. But
It
yo,
sounds
where
like a
British set
restaurant.
stuff up. Yo, I won trivia. Even this has nothing to do with. I'm just better at trivia than you,
Well, obviously you know America. I mean, look at your arms.
bro. America.
Wow, you even got the underarm tat there.
I got the Guido tattoo that I regret.
What does that say?
My
Like
mom-
something in Italian?
No, it was gonna say Dipset actually. I just wanted like lowercase font. Like Barb and my friends were like, "You're an idiot. Get something that means something." So I got my mom's name. She died when I was 16. So I was like, all right, put my mother. I'm Italian, whatever. But I still wouldn't have regretted if it said Dipset. I don't know why they're spamming the chat with 1s or 2s, but yeah, type 1 in the chat and you can win 1%. Actually, no, subscribe to PokerGo and you'll be eligible to win 1% of Will's main event. Eligible. You still have to do another thing after that, but subscribe and like this video, guys, okay? And then you can win 1% of Will's main event. This is real. We only have 50 likes. Let's see that number go up, please.
How do we only have 50 likes,
I don't know.
guys?
People do, because we didn't like pedal this time, but yeah.
Let's see if we can get some info on what Grow is. Is Martin starting a new company?
Why are we promoting him? Or isn't he the enemy of poker? And we're like,
No, he's trying to grow the game.
he's an evil villain.
He's very polarizing. We've seen a lot of 1s in the chat. There's a lot of Martin fans out there.
We have another hand from yesterday, day 1A, the main event. That was at the feature table. That was pretty sick. I don't know if you want to. You ready for that, Will?
No, not yet. Let's keep showing these guys the main event.
Let him show it.
All right, show the hand.
Guerrero reaching for chips. Let's see if he comes with a 4-bet.
Free raise.
Donnie, if you're Frey here facing a 4-bet with pocket 9s in position, are you even getting the right price to make the call here?
I mean, small 4-bet.
Wow.
Wow.
Kyle Frey just goes for it, all in for 50,000 chips. And of course, Jimmy Guerrero is going to snap it off. Kyle Frey shoves 84 big blinds into the middle with pocket 9s. It's the last level of the night, and Kyle Frey was a non-believer. What a massive shove here. And Guerrero, of course, snapping this off with aces. Let's see what the flop is going to bring. Oh my God! 9 in the middle. King, Queen, 9. Kyle Frey flops a set. 2 outs for Guerrero. Backdoor straight still possible. Turn card, King of Hearts.
Hit a king now.
An ace or a king, 4 outs for the Frenchman. What a hand here on the last level of play. It is the 10 of Hearts. Kyle Frey hits a full house and doubles up in this massive pot after shoving 84 big blinds into the middle with pocket 9s.
It's so brutal. Like, you wait all year for the main. It's just so brutal. Like, you punt it off and just get there. That's what happened to
brutal
Joe
beat
Chung.
for legend of the game, Jimmy Guerrero. One of the better players out there. underrated. We are going to follow Mintzy. He's actually going to reg the main now.
I think he said he's meeting his backer first to get cash, and then he's going to reg the main. But he saw how soft the field was today. He wasn't intending on playing today. He was superstitious, much like Cuz, said his previous success has been in day 1D, but he saw the average age here, I guess whatever was going on, and now he's inspired to play today.
Yeah, he's going to be hopping in the main event. Mintzy is going to get some cash. And cards, I believe, are we doing 7 p.m. coverage tonight on PokerGo's YouTube channel?
Yeah, an hour preview on YouTube of the main event coverage tonight, and then you got to go to the paywall. But you guys, again, you pay more than that in rake in your stupid daily. You have no chance at winning. It's worth it to go to PokerGo and actually pay and get, you probably watch it more than Netflix. It's sick. For the main event, just cancel right after, you know what I mean? Set an alarm.
Great plug there from Depaulo. Yeah. Mintzy going out there to reg the main. Our cameraman's going to go back in and get some more shots of the field because that's what you guys came for. Main event, day 1B, record-breaking main event here in Las Vegas. Ryan Depaulo bagged somehow.
Wait, a moderator? I don't know if it was John. Someone goes, he's collecting from his, quote, ladies, and someone deleted it. A moderator of the PokerGo chat. Like implying Mintzy's a pimp. Going to collect from his bitches on the street.
Well, we're not even getting the best comments in the chat. Full coverage tonight at 7 p.m., guys, on the YouTube. Check it out. Main event here, Las Vegas, at the beautiful Horseshoe.
We didn't talk about yesterday. There was a 5K online bracelet event, which is having the final table live tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Rampage.
5K, yeah. 5K, big event, 400K up top. Rampage, one of the most popular vloggers out there. I guess he wasn't at your vlogger dinner last night?
No, he wasn't at the vlogger dinner. He was just final tabling another event.
Yeah, so he final tables. Rampage has this habit of complaining about running bad. I'm not going to say he's a dusty rag, but he was complaining about how miserable the series was. And then he now is playing for $400,000 in an online event.
Right, which has a live final table tomorrow. Sam Sovrel also at that event. Sorry.
Did the same thing after losing big on a live stream, and then won like a ton on a live stream. So complaining does work.
Oh, wait, Sam Sovrel complained?
No, Sam Sovrel never complains. I'm talking about Rampage.
Oh, yeah.
Complained, won a ton on the Hustler stream. Yeah, but Berkey made a deep run in that event too. I believe finished at least top 30, had a chip lead, probably punted it.
Yeah, they both were chip leading in the top 20 or something. What do you do all evening? Like after the show, I know you've been commentating for the cash game, but like, do you just sweat updates?
I sweat.
Listen to drill rap?
I'm completely plugged into the poker world here. I'm not going to the punter's pad and doing dart challenges or cannonballs with John Party. I'm prepping diligently, and that's why I'm so prepared for all these shows.
Yeah, they're asking for clarification. Sorry to just, whatever. I know you just prepare all day. Yes, it was online, and then the final table is live. It's the only online bracelet event that's like that. And Will, you heard it here first, prepares all day. I do see you just railing around, walking around the Horseshoe. Be sure to tell Will that you like me if you see him.
Yeah,
in person.
also, we got to talk about Depaulo's fans, okay? I don't know why, but every time I've been getting approached by them now that I'm doing this show, do your fans, is it like customary for them to always ask a stupid question when they approach you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're an intimidating person, but yeah, they may say "fuck your mom," honestly, or
Well, they haven't said that yet.
A
but
guy
I guess
slapped my ass
something
the other
to
day.
look forward to.
Literally, a guy slapped my ass. Like it was like a baseball teammate type of thing. He was on the phone with his wife on break, and he's just like, "Depaulo, get back in there," and then slapped my ass. I didn't think anything of it, and Drew was like, "Yo, that guy just slapped your ass," and I was like, it's kind of brothers in the struggle.
Look at this legend of the game, David, the Dragon Fam, Crusher, old school Crusher, here in the main event.
Oh, another. Is that Men the Master? Who's that other Crusher there? It looks like Men the Master.
That is not Men the Master.
It is.
Nope, that's a businessman.
What?
Look, we've got the epic, the sloth in the house, Yo Viral.
Oh, vlogger, Euro.
Huge tanker.
Conflicted because on one hand I like the vloggers, on the other hand I hate the Euros, the tankers. I don't hate the Euros, but it's 4th of July out here. We're celebrating the country that brought you television, Samsung,
yeah.
PlayStation.
Huge shout out to Betsy Ross for creating the American flag.
You know, I can't believe you really guessed 1879 for what year
Do you know
was
who
the
I guessed
Boston
for
Tea
who
Party.
created? Do you know who I guessed who created the American flag?
Tiffany Michelle.
She didn't.
She did not. It was Betsy Ross had a part in it. Yeah, Betsy Ross had to do it secretly because like women weren't allowed to invent things at the time, probably with some stupid rules. Are any of you guys in the chat playing the main event? I'm curious. How many of you, let us know in the chat if you're playing the main event or not. I'm sure most of you are not. I never thought ever I'd be able to play. I remember just 3 years ago dreaming that one day I would be like retired and rich enough, but my brain would be rotted by then, right? Just an old businessman that I could blow 10K, not knowing about selling pieces, not thinking I'd get into this world and be so lucky to play for a third time now. But yeah, shout outs to Betty White. No, not Betty White.
Betsy Ross, not
But
Betty
they
White.
got me in the chat. Eric Comp had me shout out
Depaulo
to Betty
thinks
White.
that Betty White made the American flag in a collaboration with Celine Dion. That they decided to design the stars and the stripes.
Celine Dion, a known Euro tanker. We're not going to celebrate her today. It's 4th of July.
Is Celine Dion a Euro?
Celine Dion's confirmed for Euro. You know, French-Canadian, same idea.
No, she's an honorary American. We've got a legend of the game. I believe that's David Bach, very revered mixed games player, multiple bracelet winner out there in the field. Not giving away any tells.
Yeah, let's cancel Celine Dion, guys. I'm about that. You know what I mean? I'm about that. I want, if there was a Depaulo event, you know how this online event, they're making parking lot jokes, but if this online event was online and the final table was live, I'll run an event that's online, it's live, but then for the final table, you have to go to different parking lots and play on your laptops. That would be pretty retarded. This is not that funny of a joke, but, you know, I take a lot of shots, and then maybe you go 5 for 20, you have whatever that is, 14 points. People think you had a good game, plus editing in your vlogs. Will is disgusted
Let's go out
with
to the
me,
field.
but
Let's go out to the field.
There was no me.
Let's give you guys a moment of
all right,
silence.
I'll let you take the ball. Let's see what happens when
yeah.
Will just, you tell me when to speak.
Here, let's go out to the field. Just cut. Please don't show us anymore, Producer John. That is Kenny Hollert, legend of the game. One of the good guys, one of the good Euro players out there, doing the right thing. Only the big names here at PokerGo. I'm sure there's no one more exciting playing the main event right now that we could film in a hand that we can't even see folding. Why don't you guys, go, let's find another table there. This is the main event, guys. Sorry, Day 1B, 4th of July festivities kicking off. We are going to be here all week giving you this incredibly cutting-edge, high-tech, state-of-the-art production. Producer John will be better because it's impossible to be worse than he was today. Depaulo will also be better. Same thing goes for him. I will probably be the same. But that's going to do it for us today, guys. For the Producer John, the floor people, the dealers, everybody out there, thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place.
America. Fuck yeah.
Shout out to America.
So here's the deal. Doug Pogue has never in history beat me playing live poker. It's never happened. We played once. I obviously won. Online poker thing, forget about that. We're playing live poker, my arena. I'm going to come away with the victory. Bring it. We're not even going to throw out the idea of him beating me, but if something crazy were to happen, you know, chances are pretty good that I would do a rematch. But we're not looking at no rematches.
We're in the hallway at Paris at the World Series of Poker, and we have got some serious merchandise for you to check out. Let's take a look around and see what we can find, because I know there's a lot of items I'm looking forward to wearing this summer. It's always cold in these rooms. Look, it may be hot outside in the desert in the summertime, but you're still going to need a hoodie when you're at the World Series of Poker, and we've got a bunch of good ones for you to check out. We got PokerGo Tour, pull over. We're joined by Brian.
Hello.
Well, I'm about to go pick out some merch because luckily for me, I think PokerGo felt sorry for me and hired me this summer. So I need to get some PokerGo swag to rep out here at the World Series. Brian, what should I get?
I would say first I would spin a wheel because then you can get a 10% discount.
10% discount? You're telling me I don't get free merch? Look, I thought it was assumed I got free merch coming out here. I'm really kind of going through a tough stretch here. You sure you don't have anything free for me?
100% do not have anything. I have sticker. Want a sticker? Let's go to the wheel.
Okay, let's go to the wheel. It seems like PokerGo's doing pretty well. I didn't know times were that tight.
Yeah, no, times are definitely tight. Definitely tight.
Well, maybe let's spin the wheel. The wheel, I've been told the wheel is just. So let's see what we get. Let's see if I can run a little better with this wheel that I've been running out here so far.
Look at this. An annual PokerGo subscription. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so honored. And while you're at it on the annual PokerGo subscription, if you want one of those, sign up with code Mintzy, $20 off. I mean, you have to get PokerGo. We're the best World Series of Poker content all summer long. Check us out. Live streams of featured tables, and we've got a high noon show, the only daily show from the World Series of Poker.